Dear students, the lab course we are going to see is Engineering Practices Lab. In this lab, we take sixth experiment named Earth Resistance Measurement as shown in the figure. See the title, Measurement of Earth Resistance to Earth of an Electrical Equipment. Aim is also shown in the figure to measure the resistance to earth resistance of an electrical equipment. There are two different devices used. One is analog measure and digital measure. So either by using analog measure or by using digital measure, the experiment may be done. Both devices are shown in the figure. Red color device is the conventional measure. Yellow color device is the digital kit. Both device consist of voltage source to produce voltage spike. Conventional measure consists of hand-driven tiny generator used as a voltage source, while digital kit consists of rechargeable batteries as voltage source. Because we require voltage spike for measuring earth resistance by circulating current through the ground. It consists of simple accessories, 3 set of wires, 2 earth rods of 1 feet length and clips. Next we consider a motor and assume the motor is used in the laboratory for experimental purpose. So while conducting experiments, the student may need to touch the motor when it is running, and the motor is connected to live supply. In the motor, active parts are connected to supply. The other parts of the motor are for just supporting purpose, and they should not have any voltage or current. But unfortunately, voltage may come to the outer body of the motor due to some faults, lead electrical shock to human being. At that instance, the personal safeguard becomes questionable. This electrical shock is due to the current tends to flow through the physical body of human being. To avoid this, an alternate path has to be provided by connecting outer parts of the equipment and ground through a conductor and earth rod. This is shown in the figure. This is called earthing or grounding. Also, to ensure that earth resistance is very low, it should be less than 5 ohm. This is shown in the picture. The motor is firmly connected to the ground through conductor and earth electrode shown in yellow color. Next, let us see the digital kit. It consists of 4 terminals C1, E1, C2, E2. C1, C2 are current terminals, E1, E2 are voltage terminal. See the connections. First C1, E1 are joined together and connected to the main rod whose resistance is to be measured. Then C2 is placed 100 feet distance away from the main rod, and E2 is placed between main rod and E2, that is 62 feet away from the main rod. See a video clip that shows how field work is done for this experiment. C2, E2 are the rod placed. So we are placing the rods at appropriate distance. This is the digital kit. Connections are shown in the figure. As I already told, C1, E1 are joined together, connected to main earth rod, and C2, E2 are placed apart from that main rod. This is the earth rod whose resistance to be measured. Rods and digital kit are connected using wires. This is P2. Similarly, C2 is also connected. So let us again coming back to the schematic diagram. After schematic diagram, we are going to see the connection diagram. You try to understand the connection diagram. The electrode Y is voltage rod, Z is current rod. The graph is shown the variation in the resistance when distance changes. 3 set of readings are taken by shifting voltage rod at 3 different places. First position is at 60 degree away, 60 feet away from the main rod. Second position is at 10 feet farther from the first position, and the third position is at 10 feet close to the main rod. The voltage spike rod, the center rod shown in the figure, is placed at various distance, and 3 different readings are taken. The readings are tabulated. You see the resistance graph, how resistance is varying according to the distance. Initially, the resistance increases slowly, linearly. When it reaches 62% of the distance, it becomes a flat curve, that is, resistance is constant. After crossing that point, the resistance will increase drastically. Let us see the procedure. Connect C1 and P1 terminals on the test set to the earth electrode as shown in the figure. Drive a probe into the earth 100 feet from the center of the electrode and connect to the terminal C2. This probe should be driven to the depth 6 to 12 inches into the ground. Drive another probe into the earth midway between the electrodes and probe C2 and connect to the terminal P2. This probe should be driven to the depth 6 to 12 inches. Record the resistance measurement. Move the potential probe 10 feet farther away from the electrode and make a second measurement. Move the potential probe 10 feet closer to the electrode and make a third measurement. After taking readings, the values are tabulated as shown in the table. First column has the distance between main rod C1 and P1 and C2. The center rod, it may be known as current rod or outer rod or current rod. The distance is kept constant as 100 feet. Second column has the distance between P1 and P2, which is varying for taking three different readings. The digital kit will show voltage and current, and finally resistance. The ground resistance Rg equal to V by I. For this is taken for three different positions. So now let us see the Viva question answer. The first question is, what is the principle of earthing? We already discussed. Earthing is a method of connecting passive outer body or enclosure of an apparatus to ground through low resistance path so that to avoid electric shock that may experienced by human being operator in case of any fault. What are the devices used for earth measurement? Megger and digital earth resistance measurement kit. Megger is analog device, ERM, earth resistance. Digital ERM is a digital device. How insulation of an electrical equipment is measured? It is measured in terms of mega ohm by using Megger's size. It is used to measure the insulation also. High voltage spike generated by the Megger is applied across between any 2 points of the insulation between active part and passive part. The leakage current is measured internally and resistance is shown in the dial scale R equal to V by I. What should be the range of earth resistance? Ideally, ground should be a 0 ohm resistance. Since it is not practically possible, IEEE have recommended a ground resistance value of 5 ohm or less. So as per the IEEE standard, the ground resistance should be less than 5 ohm. So I hope you are all able to understand the experiment. It's what we discussed so far. Thank you all.